This is
Dimitri Downey here at Necann Baltimore. I keep wanting to say Boston because we were at Necann Boston, but Necann Baltimore 2025. It is now May 1st or 2nd or 3rd. I'm always trying to figure out where I'm at. Kind of like a story of my life. But we're here with JC from Emerald Green Technology. How you doing?
good. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. We haven't even shaken hands. Oh, maybe we did. But how you finding Necann?
We love Necann. We are the premium sponsor for the second year in a row.
Yep.
We're a local flavor house out of Sykesville, Maryland, which is about 40 minutes northwest of Baltimore.
A local flavor house.
The local flavor house is a homegrown show for us. So we feel like it's important to get a local presence and, comparatively to Vegas or, international shows, this is the easiest that we'll do in the year. So we really enjoy it.
And how many shows do you guys do? You guys do all the Necans? And
No, this is the only Necann that we display at. I was
Okay.
up in Boston, killer show. We
Yeah,
absolutely
it
loved
was
walk.
it was great.
Yeah, it was great. But for locally, this is the only Baltimore show we do. We also go to MJ Biz. We
MJ
go.
Biz.
Yep, we go to TPE as well, which is now Total Products Expo, and then our parent company is Tobacco Technology. So we are a 50-year-old tobacco flavor house.
Okay.
And so we have a big booth in Dortmund, Germany every year for Intertabak in September. Yeah.
Are you gonna be at Mary Jane?
No. We started Emerald Green 5 years ago as a subdivision of tobacco technology to get more into the cannabis innovation
Yeah.
and take our technology that we've been doing in combustible flavors for 50 years and bring that technology into cannabis.
So you flavor flower.
You can flavor flower. Most people use our flavors for vapes or infused pre-rolls.
Okay.
But
flavor tobacco?
we are a flavor company that sells to tobacco companies for them to flavor the tobacco.
Okay. Yeah, this technology is new to me. I am not. I mean, I'm like a regulatory licensing, supply chain, market structure expert.
Sure.
Once you get into like the weeds and the nuances of how products are like
Yeah.
developed, that's like where you get some high level expertise.
On a 1,000-foot view, we are a flavor company focused on combustion and inhalation for tobacco products and cannabis products, right? So you'll see some flavor companies here that are designed for food flavoring, and they're not designed for inhalation. And that's what we cater to. So we cater to our flavors are on the tobacco side are used for cigarettes, for cigars, for shisha. We're a large shisha flavor house, and for e-liquids. So we've got that background and that technology from the tobacco side that we've been doing for 50 years, and now we're bringing it to the cannabis side. So we've got botanical terpenes, we've got flavor-infused terpenes, and we've got all sorts of technology to use for edibles, for combustion pre-rolls, or for vapes, which is going to be the largest market.
So, who invented this technology? I mean, how long has humanity been doing this?
Flavors? I
Well,
mean,
flavoring
these are food grade flavors, right? So
Right.
we're just looking at. I can't speak to beyond my tenure at the company and
Yeah.
our history, but the family who owns our company has been tobacco brokers for 8 generations now.
Mm-hmm.
And about 50 years ago, our CEO's father saw that there was a lot of tobacco products out there, but there was a lack of diversity of the portfolio. So he started inventing flavors or taking food grade flavors and looking at the makeup of those flavors and making sure they're safe for inhalation and starting to make grape and berries and different products, diversification for tobacco products. And then now we're doing it for cannabis. So we have a booth right in the front of Necann, and we're displaying our strain specific terpenes, which are more or less based on the genetics of the cannabis plant.
Right.
But we're adding some fun flavor infusion to it. So some like a dream berry that actually resembles and tastes like a berry. And we're trying to use all natural ingredients, and we're using some technology that we're picking from the tobacco side, and that's been really well used.
I'm still trying to understand terpenes. I didn't even know what a terpene was until like 2015.
Okay.
And so like I'm still trying to terpenes, like they're the flavors and the smells.
Terpenes are the flavonoids that are found naturally in the plant.
Right.
So terpenes, when interacting with cannabinoids, can give what's known as the entourage effect. So the case in point is myrcene has sedative properties when interacting with the cannabis plant, and so you hear the term indica coined a lot. So myrcene, when you're at a dispensary and a bud tender's telling you, hey, if you are looking for a more sedative leaning flower, they'll point you in the direction of a flower that contains a high amount of myrcene. On the flip side of that, if you were looking for an energetic, everyday, daytime kind of strain, they would point you in the direction of a flower that's high in terpinolene. And that's great for flower, but vape pens are a very popular product right now in the
Right.
legal cannabis market. So what we do is we reverse engineer the genetics of that plant, whether it's the amount of myrcene, the amount of limonene, alpha pinene. There's about 25 to 30 different major terpenes that we use, and we use them in a ratios of a formulation, and then you can add that back to your distillate, to your certain oils for vaping.
Wow. So somebody shouldn't develop a product without talking to you first.
Yeah, I mean, we have been doing it for such a long time that our goal at Necann here in Maryland is to take is to help these new license holders. Maryland just gave out about 120 new social equity licenses
Right.
recently in the last 2 months.
Retail processing, cultivation, all
Retail processing, cultivation. We're focused really on the processing end.
and the
Um,
cultivators,
so the
can they
cult-
process as well?
so they're separate
Okay,
licenses.
good.
So we are working with the processors, right? The people that want to take the biomass, turn it into distillate or some sort of oil, and then add some of our flavors on it to enhance the product experience, turn it into a vape or turn it into a flavor-infused edible, or a flavor-infused pre-roll, which is something that's not really popular in Maryland yet, but we think it'll be there soon.
Where is it popular? California?
California is huge. Michigan, it's huge. Some places where it's a little bit more progressive on the cannabis regulations.
And so how long have you been with the company again?
9 years.
9 years. So
Ni-
you're the cannabis tip
Yeah,
of the spear.
yep. So I run the cannabis division for our company.
Have you developed any of your own products?
No, we do not make our own
Like
product.
JC special?
No, so we don't make our own
Well,
products.
I'm not saying that's a company as like the JC thing.
Uh,
All your knowledge,
yeah,
play around a little over here,
with all our knowledge. I mean,
Hey, you see what I'm saying though?
I
Like you
am a
could make the best vape pen that ever existed.
we could. I mean,
You could. Well,
I
not the company.
we could.
Company doesn't want to compete with its
Right, right,
right.
exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, in theory, for sure. But for us, we like to be Switzerland. We
First-
like to sell flavors to everyone that would like to, get some product innovation
Right.
from us. But we don't like to compete against our customers. We're like the offensive lineman. If you don't hear our name, we're doing a good job, right? So that's the idea.
Right. Well, I'm not
Uh,
trying to recruit you away from anyone, but when they should let you do something on the side because your knowledge can also create. Well, we'll talk after the show about this.
Sure.
Yeah. No, but it's amazing your knowledge of this stuff, and it seems like guys like you are going to be able to help because a lot of these people just like I want to do a vape pen,
Right.
and then what?
There's a lot that goes into it. I
Well,
think
yeah.
our tagline is our company is where art meets
It's
science.
just Destiny's vape pen, but what
Right.
the hell's going to be in it?
Yeah, and we can and
That's
that
called JC.
Yeah, and that's what I want to, I hope Emerald Green can bring to these companies, right? Like, I love to create these ideas for these brands to bring to the market.
Okay.
But that's where we can be effective, and the brands know that they can trust us with their ideas because
Right.
we're not going to go around and do it ourselves.
So we don't need to steal him. We just need to work with his company and buy the flavors off them.
That's exactly right.
Okay,
But
that
you know,
makes sense.
but again, flavors
I
are
get the business model now.
right. We'll let you profit off the ideas, and we really just want to stick to what we know and what we do best, which is selling
Yeah.
flavor.
I'm thinking what a treasure your knowledge is. That's what I'm just thinking.
Well, I
But
appreciate
really,
that.
it's Emerald. Are there a bunch of cannabis experts with the team?
There are, yeah. We have another gentleman who I work with just graduated from the Maryland Cannabis School of the graduate program and got his master's in cannabis science, which is here in Maryland. It's one of the only graduate programs that does that in the United States. And then we also have a handful of really experienced flavorists on our team, and these flavorists come at the art of making a flavor, whereas we have some people that come at the science of making a flavor, and that's the homogeneous mixture of art and science that creates these incredible flavors that bring your product and your brand to life.
So have you had any moments where you're like, why hasn't anybody done this yet?
Yeah, absolutely. We have,
Okay, hold those thoughts.
yeah,
Keep them to yourself.
yeah.
That's my vape pen. I'm just
There you
kidding. But
go.
go ahead. You said
No, we've got, when we think about things like shisha is an incredibly popular product on the tobacco side. And, we are working on a hemp and THC infused shisha product. We think about the different forms of nicotine delivery inside of a vape or inside of maybe an oral pouch. And you look at the things that are popular in tobacco and those forms of delivery of nicotine that are popular in tobacco. And I think we can see a lot of these new products come to cannabis in the next 5 to 10 years. And it's just time will tell where the industry will want to go. But I don't think we'll be limited to just vaping as our form of consumption for THC.
we got flour, we got vaping, we got gummies. What else do you see?
I see buccal and sublingual, ingestion rather. So like
Maybe there's injection too.
oral pouches.
Damn.
So I think pouches could be what's coming next. I
All
think
pouches
Yep, I think shisha could be what's coming next, and
like that.
yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways to consume the plant.
Wow. Well, I mean, in our little 15-minute podcast, anybody who watches this who's going to get involved in product manufacturing, they should contact your company because they're going to have to buy
Flavors anyway.
no matter what.
Yep.
And your level of expertise and the nuances that you can do, it's incredible.
Well, thank you. I think for us, we don't have an e-commerce website. You can't buy our flavors with a credit card online. We really want to work close to the processor and the manufacturer to create custom blends. We're not going to give you something off the shelf. We are 100% made to order flavor house. So, we don't stock these flavors, and you're not going to get flavors that were manufactured 6 months ago to your doorstep for you to use. We want to tailor fit the experience to your exact needs. We want to build these custom genetics based on your favorite strains in all over the United States and quite frankly, all over the world. We were working with companies in Barcelona and in Germany, and we're starting to see the expansion of cannabis internationally as well. So bring your ideas to us and we will bring them to life. That's the idea.
And you guys have ideas of your own that can help.
We do.
But you're saving those for me.
Yes,
JC,
absolutely.
it's been a pleasure getting to know you. And I'm sure people in our audience will benefit from meeting you and getting to know your company like this and reach out to you. So how do people get in touch with you?
They can reach out to us on emeraldgreentech.com. And my name is JC Senatori, and you'll be able to find me there.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, man. Thank you
so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, cheers.
This has been another episode of Mina Shekel.
Never waste one spot, man.